Hey guys, what's up? Happy New Year. Hey, I want to talk about turning E2 into a full-time virtual land flipping business. All right, this isn't financial advice. This is just a new strategy that I came up with because I used to be a domain flipper. I still am part-time. So I'm going to use the strategy I used to flip domain names and see what happens. So basically, as a domainer, I would buy expired domain names that just came back on the market, that accumulated a lot of valuation because it was on a functional website for a certain amount of years. For some reason, the business must have shut down, or the owner of the domain died. Anything could happen. It's a number of reasons why the domain could have expired, but that domain name that's probably worth like $5,000, $10,000 now is now back on GoDaddy for about a couple of bucks. So anyway, that's a secret on another video. Anyway, so check it out. So I wouldn't resell that domain at what it's worth, because the whole purpose of flipping it is to sell it to other flippers so that way they can make a profit too. So the same strategy, same principle is going to go into my virtual land flipping business. So in the beginning of Earth 2 a few weeks ago, I would buy large amounts of land, and when I noticed that it's kind of difficult to sell that much land because the price just keeps increasing. So it's not a lot of people that are willing to spend a couple of $1,000s on your land at this point. I don't think so, but anyway, so buying one tile at a time and flipping it for profit but below market value, giving an opportunity for the buyer to resell it if they want to. And that'll make it move faster, because if you buy a tile land and put it at market value, now chances are people are watching it, but chances are they're going to wait until the price increases. That way they got a deal off the transaction. But why wait till that happens when you can just resell it below market value, giving that way you have more interested buyers and more of a chance to sell it, and you get a profit. It might not be much, might be like $2 to $3, but it accumulates. So if you do this on a daily with a lot of tiles over and over and over, by the end of the week you're gonna have some money in your credits accounts. Now you can reinvest those credits back into E2 or withdraw. So it's kind of and it's kind of fun too, like doing that. Waking up in the morning, finding what property to buy and flip it. You're not worried about, you don't have to worry about putting a lot of money into it, because in this business model I'm talking about, you're gonna buy one tile at a time, not large amounts of tiles, because that is going to be harder to sell. All right, but if you can flip one tile at a time, it'll be more faster. You'll get paid faster. Now, in the long term, buying a lot of tiles in one area for phase 2 and phase 3, now that's a different story, because you're going to get income tax and you get revenue for advertisements and resources. So yeah, that's cool. And my last strategy, talking about buying land around an area you think another owner has a lot of interest in, because of the possibility that might have some sentimental value or something else, and then putting it back on the marketplace or reaching out to him directly and trying to sell it, then yeah, that strategy has proven to work for me, and I made a video about that too. But in this new strategy I'm talking about, I'm using the same model I used as a domain flipper that actually worked for me, and I'm going to put it into Earth 2 and see how that works out. So here's a quick recap. Buying one tile at a time, right? Reselling it for below market value. That way, it's a win-win situation for the buyer and the seller. And the buyer buys it below market value and has the option to resell it and make a profit as well. And you made your money back plus a little bit of profit, and then just repeat the cycle over and over. And I'm gonna start